Good afternoon, committee. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here today. Trying to get my composure. My name is Tijuanna Adetunji, and I'm a volunteer director of Life Outreach of Fresh Anointing House of Worship here in Montgomery, and we represent hundreds of women that have come through our doors that I've helped. And I'm also speaking as a post-abortive woman that knows for a fact that I'm going to speak on HB489 and continuing to give a woman time in that decision. Many of you here today, I want you to think about something. Having an abortion is a surgical procedure. And anytime that you're having one, or anytime that any of you may have a procedure, you need time to think about it. But one thing differently about having an abortion, it's a lifelong decision, something that you're going to be stuck with for the rest of your life. And I think that every person that is faced with that situation, just as I was as a young woman, at 17 years old, I really didn't know what I was doing. Had I had an opportunity to hear possibly a second opinion, perhaps I wouldn't have made that decision. And so extending the time will give women who are perhaps in a valley of decision, not sure what they're going to do or what their options are, they could make a better decision. Because once you take a life, there is no going back. Once that life is taken, there is no going back. And this leads me to HB490 as far as the heartbeat bill. And absolutely, it is a life. And we're debating about when does life begin, a conception or a heartbeat. Nevertheless, it's a life. And so once that life is taken, there is no going back. And you're going to have that woman, and if we even look at the Guttmacher statistics, their own reports, it was 1 in 4 women in America who've had an abortion. At the going rates, they're going to be 1 in 3 women who have dealt with an abortion. Oftentimes, we get the proponents to say, yeah, go on and do it, but they're very rarely anyone who's going to talk to you about it after you've had it done. So I really would ask the committee to really consider these bills without making any amendments or any substitutions. Please give every woman that is in this situation to get a second opinion and understand absolutely is what is going to take place if she decides to have that procedure done. Because once you take a life of that child, there is no going back. So we want to make sure that that person knows exactly what they're doing. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.